Carrie and Tommy are just about to move in. To your ears. Aussie is more than just home loans. Now they help you find, buy and own all in one place. Visit aussie.com.au.
It's the one and only
Carrie Bickmore.
And Tommy Little.
This
Is Carrie and Tommy.
Yeah, welcome to another Carrie and Tommy podcast. You got to make sure you're following on the socials at Carrie Tommy Show. How are you guys going?
Is it weird that I'm still getting my news from the project, even though the project's not on there anymore?
Oh, don't forget your Cosmo subscription.
Yeah, that's true.
Because they've still got their Insta going and it still updates with funny stuff. And I just saw a picture on it of Bob Catter at the airport sitting there cross-legged reading his own book.
That's awesome.
And apparently he often likes to reread sections of his book.
Of his own book.
Of his own book.
What a great way to stave off long-term memory loss.
His book's called An Incredible Race of People.
That's
also,
Oh.
yeah,
but I mean,
brought the mood down, didn't
yeah,
it?
you did. You know, that reminds me. I once did an event with Jonathan Brown, wonderful man, former AFL footy legend, or still is a legend, and he had his book out, and I said, "Is it weird that you've written a book before you've read one?" And he laughed, and he laughed, and he goes, "That's not true. Mine's the only one I've ever read."
I reckon some wouldn't even have read theirs.
No, 100%.
Because a lot of them just like, what's the word? Like
Ghostwriter.
they go meet with a writer. They tell their whole story. Are you going to say this? It's a ghostwriter.
ghostwriter.
And then there's someone writes it for them.
Oh, like a ghostwriter.
the brevity that you use.
Sometimes people need to understand more, and just saying words doesn't help. That's what I did.
Thank you.
Carrie.
No, it's wonderful. Carrie, I got something for you.
Yep.
I got something for you. So I was out with a friend on Saturday night and I saw something happen to her that I think will excite us all. I've seen this thing happen before. I don't even want to brag too much, but I've been a part of this thing happening before. But I've never seen it happen to someone quite so quickly from a complete random. And we're going to speak to her next because she wants to chase down the person that's done this thing to her. And we're going to get to the bottom of it.
Carrie and Tommy.
Now, Bickers did a show. I did a show at the State Theatre on a Saturday
It's
night.
like you're learning to
Bickers
speak.
did a show.
Bickers Saturday.
Just the Cliff Notes and to the point.
Tommy comedy peen jokes.
Funny.
Saturday night. Charge people money. People clap.
Yeah.
Tommy encouraged do more.
Haha, get money, goodbye.
And one of our dear friends came along to the show, and then something happened that night that I don't think, in all of my time on this planet, I don't think I've seen this thing happen as quickly.
Oh.
It was an instant spark. It was exciting to be around. I want to know what could possibly happen next. The dear friend we're talking about is the gorgeous Loren Barry. She hosts the Hot Hits with Nick and Loren on this very station from 7 p.m. G'day, Loz.
Oh, hi, guys.
Loz, I've seen what you posted online and I am intrigued. I have thought of dabbling in the same area you've thought of dabbling. So this chat intrigues me greatly.
Loz,
Thank God.
for people who don't know what Carrie is talking about, after my show, we were walking through the streets of Sydney, and can you say briefly what happened?
Right. Now I'm painfully straight, as Carrie, you probably understand, painfully straight. I hate how straight I am. We're walking along, having a lovely time. This hot woman comes up to us and immediately she's like, do you guys have a vape? Which is weird because, of course, we didn't. I don't know why she'd ever think that. And I was like, oh, here we go. Nice little way for her to sort of hit on Tommy. I've seen it before. Oldest trick in the book. Then she turns to me, looks me dead in the eyes, and she's like, you're hot. And I just went flushed. I was like, oh, so are you. I don't know what to say here. Then she didn't give Tommy another second, which, Carrie, you know that this would be amazing. Because it was...
If there's ever been a sign that someone
breakthrough.
is a lesbian.
She literally, it's like it didn't exist. He just did not exist. And she's just staring me straight in the eyes. And she's like, are you gay? And I'm so dumb. I said to her, oh, I wish. My friend Nick is adamant. I'm going to enter my bisexual era one of these days. And she said, well, I'll be around when you do. Here's my proof. Lifted up her sleeve and she had a wrist brace. And she told me she had RSI.
Oh, my
Can
God.
I say,
Oh, my God.
at this point, I realised I was both not required, but also was you're a confident, enigmatic person, but I got secondhand embarrassment because while this woman was so forward, I watched you, and I've never seen it before, just go to water. Like you were just like, maybe one by day with the thing.
Just one little point. I mean, all of you guys should have wrist braces as well. I'm just pointing out.
I do, but
you
for a
know.
different reason. A lot of alone time.
Oh,
So you went to water and then you went about your night.
yes. I said, oh, we'll have a lovely evening. I didn't get her name. I should have given her my number at the very least. I admired her courage. Like I want that person in my life in whichever way, wrist brace or not, I don't care. But all I know is she's a brunette, bisexual, possibly lesbian with a wrist brace for RSI who likes the occasional vape, and that's all I know about her.
But I'm more interested in, you wouldn't have put this out there unless you've actually genuinely, since meeting her, thought that it might be an area you'd like to explore. Is that a new thought for you?
Well, I mean, I feel like every woman has a little curiosity.
Yes, I would agree.
And, who knows, maybe.
Well,
I would explore.
Did you not get her name? I thought she said her name.
Oh, my God, did she? Tell me, do you remember?
No, sorry, I was in a.
He was in a world of
whirlpool.
pain because no one was talking to him, so he didn't know what to do.
His ego was hit.
It did hurt. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
So
sad.
she.
Wrist
my
brace?
memories was a brunette with short hair.
Yeah, short brunette hair.
About your height.
Yeah.
So
like
give the people the.
possibly brown or blue eyes. I'm 5'3", so she was probably about 5'3", 5'4", maybe.
Okay,
And what part of the country were you in?
We were in Sydney, in
You were
Surrey
in Sydney,
Hills.
in Surrey Hills.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're going to go on the hunt for this amazing woman. 13 10 60 if you are listening, you are the woman, or if you have a friend who fits this description, or maybe you work with her. I'm
my
also
God.
interested whether you guys could end up falling in love over that quicker an encounter, because I was speaking to someone yesterday who said that his friend got engaged and they met in a lift. And I said, what do you mean you met in a lift? And he said they literally had like 20 seconds writing some floors. They made eye contact. They exchanged numbers and now they're married. So not like rode the lifts often at work and bumped into each other. They had, how do you in that time get in a lift, have time to clock the person, have time to work out if they're interested, have time to exchange numbers? And they did it and they're happily ever after.
Can I have permission to do a two-pronged phoner?
Yes.
13 10 60. If you think you met Loren and asked for a vape, which she had,
Don't know
I don't
why.
know why we pretended.
Yeah, no.
Yes, which Loren definitely had. At about 10 p.m. on Saturday night in Surrey Hills in Sydney, give us a call. But also, fast, loose, and forever.
Yes.
Did you meet someone in a fast and loose moment, and then it went on to be forever? Give us a call, 13 10 60. Oh,
Good luck,
God.
Loz.
Very exciting, Lozzie.
Wait, how about we
guys.
get you off the line now so we can chat to the person if they call through, and if they're not interested, we can save you the embarrassment. We'll call you back if they are. How
Sounds
about
good.
that?
Bisexual era, guys. Woo!
Carrie and Tommy.
Your Monday Arvo, it's Carrie and Tommy driving you home, and on 13 10 60, fast, loose, and forever.
And also, did you meet a girl called Loren on Saturday night about 10 p.m. in the Surrey Hills, New South Wales area?
And tell us she was hot.
Are you of bi or lesbian identification?
Your friend is trying to find a girl that stopped her in the street quickly,
Yep.
and she
Oh,
went
she had
to water
RSI as well.
That's
and
true.
didn't give her a number, and she
Yeah.
regrets it.
Yes.
So we're on the hunt. We're matchmaking.
Yes. G'day, Ellie.
Hi, how you doing?
Yeah, good. Are you calling for the fast, loose, and forever, or the hitting on laws?
The fast and loose and forever, unfortunately. Sorry, Loz.
No.
Well, it sounds like it was fortunately though. Ellie.
What happened?
What happened?
I was at I was 17, my husband was 18, and we were both in the line at Hungry Jack's. And we started talking, and he gave me his number, or I gave him, sorry, my number, and he called me a couple of days later, and we married 3 kids. That was like 20 years ago or something like
Ellie,
that.
that's awesome.
2 houses, a business. Yeah. So yeah, like that's And
Was it in the
funny
wee
thing is-
hours?
well, no, it was dinner time, and we ate together, which was strangely awkward. But I lived on the Gold Coast, and he was from Newcastle on a holiday, and he just never went back.
Whoa.
How good.
He just stayed with me.
You got a Happy Meal from Hungry Jack's. That's good.
Yeah. Left with a free toy. Yeah.
So he just stayed. He just stayed with you.
Yeah, he did. I had an apartment at the time, and he was on holidays, like I said, with his mates. They'd come down to the GC, you know, they were 18 and young, and they went back, and he was like, I'm not going back, and just kind of moved in, and we've really never been apart, to be honest, since
Ellie.
Hungry Jack's.
Ellie,
Like, it's, yeah.
Firstly, I mean, it's wonderful, obviously, but does that mean, like, if he was 18, he was probably living with his parents, right?
Yeah.
So he went on a holiday from his parents and just never
Yeah.
came back.
And never came back. No, we went back like a couple of years, like 2 years later, like after we'd met. We went back like 2 years later, and I met his family and stuff. Like, but yeah, he just Mum, Dad, I'm gone. And his mates were like, are you sure? And he was like, yep. And yeah, he just
I love that, Ellie. That's
He
a
had
great
nothing?
story.
Ellie, did you know straight away? Like, I know you were young, so it's probably hard to answer, but like, did you think this might be forever?
Yeah, well, you know, like when we did meet, he asked for my number, and I was kind of we had dinner and that, and I kind of said, like, I was like a little bit of butterflies, but I was like, he would never call me. He's 18, he's just come to the GC, like he's just a play, you know, that type of thing. But then when he called me like a couple of days later, he just said, I've wanted to call you like every day since we met, but I didn't want to seem too keen, and that was like 2 days later. And he's like, because I just can't stop thinking about you. And then, so yeah, it kind of, was one of those. And comfortability wise has never been an issue. Like, it's just like we've known each other. Like, it's.
Well, you have known each other most of your life, Ellie.
Yeah. Even that dinner was like, it was,
Easy.
it was so comfortable. And he was just in the line behind me. Like, so.
Well, that's exactly what we're asking for. When you've just met someone briefly and they're your forever, Beck, is the same thing happened to you?
Yeah, we were fast, hard and loose as well. Sorry, my baby's just in the background babbling away.
All right.
I met my now husband. We were both in high school, and it was the middle of winter. It was freezing, so we were all hunkered down in a classroom at lunchtime, and I looked across the room. This was the first time I met him, and he had a hairdryer, and he was using it to warm up his manly parts down his pants, and I just thought, this guy's really cute. And so, now we're married, and we've had our first kid this year.
Wow.
Well, that's great. I mean, I think then if you're at school together, though, do you if you're at school together, is that quite as brief as what we're meaning?
I don't know. If you've got a hairdryer down your pants, it's a fair display of peacocking, which I'm not brave enough to do. I'd end up with burnt balls and alone.
Les is called up to say he met his wife 30 years ago when she accidentally walked up his driveway looking for someone else. Oh, that's just beautiful. Someone should write that as a movie.
What more are they going to add to it?
Short film?
Like it's a real short film, yeah. G'day, Harriet.
Hi.
Do you agree?
How are you?
Yeah, I'm pretty good, although I've just been pitched a movie script that, to be honest, I think's a little light on the ground.
I agree with you.
What happened to you, Harriet?
It actually didn't happen to me. It happened to my cousin. He lives in LA.
Yeah.
And he was driving home on the freeway in peak hour traffic. He was in a convertible. He looked over, saw a very attractive blonde-haired woman, and they started talking as they were driving down the freeway, exchanged numbers, and they've now been married for over 15 years.
Whoa, that's good.
This is the secret, I reckon.
Do you know, Harriet, had that ever happened? Like, these stories are beautiful, but it obviously makes it very different if their mates are like, oh, you did the traffic thing again. Had they ever done the exchange of numbers? No.
Now, they were both recently divorced, and just literally stuck in traffic on a freeway in LA. And he looked over at her, she looked over at him. They started talking, and they drove a little bit. Next thing they stopped again, and they said, let's exchange numbers. They went out for dinner the next night and have been together ever since.
I love it. I love it.
Good on you, Harriet. Let's
Thank you.
end with Carissa. Hey, Carissa.
Hello.
We're trying to find Tommy's mate Loz. We're trying to find the girl that ran into her in the street and said you're hot, and they wish they'd exchange numbers.
I haven't got information for Loz. I'm so sorry, but good luck.
That's okay.
Have you got fast, loose, and forever?
I do. So I was on holiday with my best friend in America for 3 weeks, and on the last day we decided to go to Canada to go to Niagara Falls.
Yes.
And my now husband was my tour guide in Niagara Falls.
Oh.
And you...
Where's he from?
Canada.
And you took him home?
Not quite. We exchanged Snapchat details, and then we were long distance for a little bit, and then he eventually moved over here just before COVID hit, and then he was stuck here, and yeah.
And can we hear the product of that in the background?
Yes, that's my 1-year-old. We have 2 kids now.
Oh,
wow.
So cute.
Yeah.
So what does he do now that he's not a tour guide at Niagara Falls?
He's a disability support worker now.
Oh, this is all just a lovely ending and helping people in need. So, Bickers.
Yes. What
we've
have you
worked
taken
out,
away from this?
Well, I've done a little spreadsheet here. We've worked out what you've got to do.
What have I got to do? Got to go Niagara Falls.
You've got to go to Niagara
My
Falls,
convertible.
in a convertible, find a Hungry Jack's there and stick a hairdryer down your pants.
Oh, easy.
Done.
Just me.
Carrie and Tommy. Carrie and Tommy.
So yesterday I decided to go for a walk.
Yeah.
A long walk. I'd left my car from the night before and I needed to go pick it up.
On the beers, Brazzy.
No,
Sucking back a Shandy.
I don't drink beers.
On the rosés. A bit of Lady Diesel.
I left my car somewhere and I thought, you know what? I've started thinking I need to walk more because I've been running all these things, these big adventures we do overseas. And I've decided that my body is asking for just a little break. It's a bit sore.
Maybe you could get off the Shandy.
So then I thought I'm going to start walking a bit more.
Okay.
So then the day before I did a 2-hour walk on Saturday. And I was
2
hours. Because the reason I don't do a lot of walking is I get so bored. Like so bored.
What do you do for 2 hours?
So I used
Look
it
for
as
a
a
car.
time to call some friends that I'd been meaning to have big chats to. And so I spoke to one friend for an hour and the other friend for 45 minutes. So that killed up a lot of that time.
Have you got your AirPods in and you're walking
And talking.
They're trying to have
I've got the old school with
corded ones. Thank God.
Yeah. Anyway, so yesterday I put in so when I'd had a glass of wine the night before,
a box.
I put in how long it would take me to walk the distance from my home to this restaurant.
Yes.
And it said 2 hours, right? And I was like, I could do that. That's another 2-hour walk. But when I got up and went to go for my walk yesterday, I put it in and I thought, gosh, it does feel further away than a 2-hour walk. And it said it was a 3-hour, 46-minute walk.
What changed, Carrie? Did you
At
put
the wrong
your
house?
Put your age in? Wrong end of the house.
Oh, true.
Got to traverse across the paddock.
Anyway, just a little part of my brain was like, you can do it quicker than that because Google expects people are walking so slow they're walking backwards, right? And I was like, I reckon you can beat this little guy.
Firstly, I'm loving the swagger that you've suddenly adopted. People can't see, but you've got your arm back on the chair. You're really what I'd call lady spreading at the moment.
I've got my legs crossed.
But what about all this that's happening up here?
I reckon that Google Maps, I can beat it.
So anyway, I organised. I left
Just
at
wiped
9.
her nose as she said
Got a
that.
little itch.
You were one step away from doing a snot rocket in the corner.
I left at 9 and I had a coffee booked in with a friend at 11. So I had to do it in 2 hours. So even though it said 3 hours 46. And as I started walking, I was like, gosh, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it. So I really picked up the pace and I decided no chats with a friend at first. I just put music in and then I think it held me back. I think the chats with the friends make me walk faster.
propels you on.
Yeah. And so I then called my cousin and we chatted for a good hour. I got to my coffee 2 minutes early.
Yeah.
I beat Mr. Google by literally an hour and 48 minutes.
Whoa.
Wow.
Like, is that not athletic behaviour?
Because
I
I'm
walked
impressed.
faster than the Google man by an hour and 48 minutes.
If I can beat the Google time for driving by a minute, I'm wrapped with
I
myself.
feel like that's more illegal activity, you know? I'm just walking fast. You shouldn't
Yes.
speed when you're in a car.
I do think I reckon those walking times, I do think they factor it in for the slowest of walkers amongst
But
us.
that's an hour and 46. That'd be
Sorry.
walking backwards.
Because you can walk nearly double the speed of the oldest member of our society, which I think deserves to be clapped in.
Honestly, I was up and about all day after that. I was like, what can't I do? If I can beat, I can't talk because I can't do it. If I can beat the
No, but
Google
you're
man
tired. You're
by
funny.
an hour 46.
That's pretty good.
It did tucker me out. I did have a little nap in the afternoon for a few hours.
For a few hours? A few hours?
Yeah. I slept for 2.5 hours. I was
Oh, longer than
tired.
you
I was
walk.
tuckered out.
Google said it would have been a 3-hour nap.
Yeah,
true.
but I beat it.
Yeah.
I beat it. So I want to speak to other athletes,
Oh,
you
you
know,
want?
because
Great.
it's a really prestigious club we're in. We're often not, we don't get podiums to stand on.
True.
We don't get medals. We don't get written up in, you know, in the pages of the paper. You don't see
Don't get
us
talked about
during
on the national
Olympic
radio show.
coverage. But we're there breaking records every day.
Will you take how small a thing? Like if someone thinks it's going to take you 2 trips to the bin to take the trash out, but you do it in one, is that the type of thing you'll
I
do?
can do an entire food shop and pretty much take out all of my groceries. The Coles bags now, the Woolies bags.
The ones that you
paper
campaign
ones.
so
the
heavily
brown
to get
bags
in.
do make it a bit trickier because
If only
they do break.
some
But-
TV show hadn't got rid of plastic bags.
But I can do a one trip from the car to my kitchen and I break some fingers and some nails along the way, but I don't want to have to go back for a second trip.
Okay.
13, 10, 60. Are you an athlete like me? Here's your time to brag.
Great.
Get the swagger on and tell
Great.
me what you're doing and where. Call us 13 10 60.
Carrie and Tommy.
Oh, there she goes, the champion, the Google Maps champion.
So we've just been trying to work out how far I walked. I reckon it was almost 15 Ks. So Google Maps said it was going to take me 3 hours and 46, and I got there just under 2 hours.
Pretty good.
It's not just pretty good.
Sorry, it's unbelievable.
I feel like I'm almost
You're
starting to-
lying.
What? I'm not
Too far
lying.
the other way.
Oh, damn it.
Honestly,
It's
you could
excellent.
time me if you want to come and do it with me one day to prove
No,
that I'm telling the truth.
I was happy with my just
You want to
being-
come walking for 2 hours, don't you?
Yeah, do I?
Anyway, I just, sure, I'm not winning the 100-meter sprint, but I'm beating the Google man. You
Pretty
know?
good.
Maybe they need to base it on a Google woman. Is all I'm saying. Maybe we just walk faster.
How do we know it's a man?
It looks like a man.
What looks like a
What
man?
features?
The Google person looks like a man. Don't you think?
I haven't even noticed.
Surely
I don't see
the Google
gender and stuff like that.
Oh my gosh.
I
Yeah,
I
look
don't.
at this. Look at the. Why can't I get my maps
I mean,
to open
to be
now?
fair, women aren't
Yeah,
great with
look
directions.
At that. Oh my gosh, that looks like a man, doesn't it?
No, it could
Otherwise,
be
I'd be.
female or male, I think.
Nah, I reckon it's a Google man.
Google man.
He's
Okay,
slow.
interesting.
Annie, how are you?
I'm great. How are you guys?
Good. Are you an athlete waiting to just have your moment in the spotlight?
I have my moment nearly every day. I live in the high country and my brother has a guest house. So, and when I mow, I'll push the mower and carry the brush cutter under my arm 300 metres up and down through the valley because I don't want to do it twice
Oh,
to get my equipment there.
Oh,
pretty
Annie.
And then
good,
I'll
Annie.
mow and then I'll brush cut. So,
I mean, why would you want to do 2 trips, Annie, if you didn't have to?
well, some days I do 10 trips when I'm carrying loads of washing backwards and forwards or things that need to go.
Clap
because
her
if you
in
drive
again.
the car, you get no exercise. And I
And-
could use a ride on, but I'd rather use the push mower.
Annie, does this mean? It's firstly, wonderful, congratulations, and it's nice to be in the midst of 2 athletes here. But does this mean you're mowing the lawn every day?
Not every day, not at the moment, but in summer quite frequently.
Yep.
And there's a lot of brush cutting to be done, and it doesn't have a harness. So after a while, the arm gets quite sore, but I enjoy it.
Annie, obviously being a man of the outdoors, I know exactly what you're talking about. But for those who don't, what's a brush cutter?
Like a whippersnipper, but a bigger, more powerful
Tried
one.
to tell Carrie that.
And this one's got actually a battery, and the rechargeable batteries are extremely heavy. So it's
You don't,
Clap her in
Annie,
again.
you don't need to justify anything,
It's
you know.
good.
I'm not here to ask questions. I'm just here to celebrate. So good
But,
on you, Annie.
And then the other time I can be helping carrying, lifting timbers because my brother mills his own timber, and I end up doing that.
Oh,
Second
clap,
time.
clap the brother in.
Annie, too many things you're good at now. I'm starting to feel intimidated, and we just needed one. Thank you, just one.
She's
But
doing
yeah,
decathlon.
yeah.
G'day, Amara.
Hi,
How old are you?
I'm 10.
Sweet. Are you an athlete already?
Yeah, I made it into division for shot put, and I'm really proud of it.
Oh,
and
my gosh, Amara. That's amazing.
Amara, how heavy is the shot put when you're 10 years old?
2 kgs.
Whoa.
Where do you do your practice, Amara? In the backyard? It's a hard one to do at home.
Yeah, it is.
Have you broken any windows?
No.
What do you want to go on and do? You want to represent Australia in shot put?
Yeah, and I really hope I can make it into the next round to regional.
And what have your parents taught you? Have they taught you that if you make it in, that's great, but if you don't make it in, that's okay? Or is there something different?
No, it's that, but like they said, if I make it in, I can get a dog,
That's pretty good bribery.
Wow.
What type of dog you want to get?
a golden retriever.
Oh, they're beautiful.
Oh,
And what?
Amara, you're so sweet. Can we give Amara something?
A golden
Have we
retriever?
got a dog?
Yeah.
No, Amara, I've been put on the spot here. You can have $50. What? Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
No
Yeah.
worries at all.
What about Jordan? Should we end with
Okay, Jordan, you can have $50.
No, I don't mean
Oh,
that. You haven't
sorry.
heard Jordan first.
Sorry, I thought you.
I'll
yeah,
decide
I
if Jordan gets
misunderstood.
the cash this time. Jordan, talk to us. What are you an athlete in?
So I'm a bit like Tommy. I think I'm in Fast and the Furious sometimes, and I like to beat the Google Maps time to get there.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter if you're there a second,
Yeah.
a minute,
And
an hour earlier. A
win's a
win's a
win.
win.
Seeing that little time of arrival go down is really wonderful.
Oh yeah, yeah. Your whole life changes.
It does. Although Jordan,
Is it the same as beating at walking, though, Jordan?
I think it's actually better.
I think it's better.
One's more of a physical feat for us, though. And
Are
one's
you
just
saying race car drivers aren't physical athletes? It's interesting. Have you seen the heat it gets up to in the cabin? Have you seen the amount of fluid they lose? Have you seen those neck exercises they do? The weights on their neck?
Necks, yes. Jordan, I understand you got a bone to pick with me, though.
Yeah. My bone to pick. So after your adventurous walk, how long was your nap? Just querying.
That's 2.5 hours, I believe, was the quoted time.
Or something
Jordan.
like that. 2 hours, 2.5.
I remember, I think it was last week or the week before, with all the Facebook and all that. You said you're a bit busy and you couldn't respond to everyone. So,
Yeah.
Jordan, have you got a friend request that's been left on red there?
oh no, I didn't because she was too busy. I didn't want to send one. So,
I've
but
to
now I'm
tell you
hearing
an
she's got time
update
for
about that at the top of the next hour because I've got some people unhappy with me, like Jordan.
Very well brought up,
Yes,
Jordan.
Jordan doesn't deserve the cash.
Jordan, you can have $50.
No.
Carrie and Tommy.
Yeah, that is where you're at for your Monday afternoon. But just when the show finishes, that doesn't mean you stop talking to the guys because you could just be Carrie's friend on Facebook.
Okay, we've got to talk again. So last week, just a quick update. Last week, I tried to set up a Facebook page. I know 20 years too late, but Husey told me to do it. And I meant to set up a business one. I set up a personal one. And now every man and their dog is friend requesting me. And I just want... I just want you. Well, if I get 5,000, then I can turn it into a business account.
Yes.
So keep liking it. But I
don't
just
like
want to be clear. Every now and then I get a moment and I go through and I press confirm. But I'm not sitting there and analysing who I'm accepting. Okay, I'm just accepting everybody. And so I sat the other night at an event next to a mum and her son, and she bailed me up and said, "You accepted my son's friend request and you didn't accept mine." And I'm like, and she goes, "I'm a big fan of your show." And I'm not picking favourites here, guys.
So why didn't you accept her?
You told me it was
I
only...
didn't know I hadn't accepted her.
You told me it was only hotties you were picking.
No.
Oh, was that off air?
Her son
Oh,
was
I'm
young.
so
Don't make
sorry.
this weird.
I am Carrie. You've got to tell me when stuff's off air.
Anyway, Sandra, if you're listening, I'm following you now, and I've accepted your friend. We're friends on Facebook. Well, I've done whatever. I gave her my phone and she entered in her name so that it was happening because she was not letting me go. Anyway, so just
keep
an
the
update.
friend request coming. What are you at? Can we get an update?
I'm at 1.7 thousand.
You still got a bit
Getting
to
there.
go.
Oh,
Okay.
Through. I
Coming
know I've got a
through.
bit to. Sorry, but I haven't accepted any of them recently.
Well, I'll
I've
give
Hotties
one of the
only.
producers your phone. No, that was off air.
Oh, sorry.
That's
Just
fine.
quickly, sorry. No, Carrie, you've only got 860 friends. You've got 1.6 thousand that you haven't accepted.
Oh, my
do I
God.
have
That's
to
the
accept
followers,
them?
yeah. Followers
I
become
can't
friends when you
accept
accept them.
1.6 thousand.
Why do you keep saying
How?
1.6 thousand?
1,600.
Yeah, 1,600. Well, I can't accept 1.6 thousand. Hey, up next, because if you think you've had a bad day at work, nothing compares to the story I've got for you now.
Carrie and Tommy. Carrie and Tommy.
Because I know you haven't heard this story before. It's just wonderful. And I want to hear from people. 131060. I want to hear about your worst day at work. I thought so often we celebrate people's successes, as we've just heard from your athletic
I know.
capabilities.
Google said it would take me 3 hours, 46 minutes to walk somewhere. It took me 2. Take that.
Yes.
Great Dan.
That's a lot of claps. We've had a lot of claps. Yeah. But I thought sometimes if you're having a bad day, all you want to hear is that someone has had a worse day.
Yes.
So this was back in the day from here in our beautiful homeland. Someone submitted a work safe, like an injury report, right? And they had questions about it. And so this is the letter in response to asking for more detail. Dear sir, I'm writing in response to your request for additional information in block 3 of the accident report form. Now, this was a guy who was trying to get bricks down from the top of a building. I'm a bricklayer by trade, and on the day of the accident, I was working alone on the roof of a new 6-story building. When I had completed my work, I found that I had some bricks left over, which when weighed later were found to be slightly in excess of 500 pounds, so 250 kilos, let's say, give or take. Rather than carry the bricks down by hand, I decided to lower them in a barrel by using a pulley. Not bad, which was attached to the side of the building. So I secured the rope at the ground level and went up to the roof, swung the barrel out and loaded the bricks onto it. He then went down to the ground level, untied the rope, holding it tightly to ensure a slow descent of the bricks.
Sounds pretty good.
Yeah.
That's what I'd do.
Yeah, except this bloke only weighs about 70 kilos. Due to his surprise, he was jerked off the ground so suddenly that he lost his presence of mind and forgot to let go of the rope. Needless to say, he proceeded at a rapid rate up the side of the building as the barrel full of bricks came flying down right where he was going up.
But there was he was there working on his own, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was. Yep. But he's now in the air. And he said, in the vicinity of the 3rd floor, I met the barrel, which was now proceeding downward at an equally impressive speed.
So he hit the barrel?
Yeah. He said, this explained my fractured skull, minor abrasions, and broken collarbone, as listed in Section 3 of the accident report form. It slowed him down only slightly, and he continued his rapid ascent, not stopping until the fingers of his hand...
Stop, went through the thing?
Went into the pulley. Fortunately, by this time, he said he regained his presence of mind and stayed holding tightly onto the rope in spite of being in extreme pain, right? Because...
his fingers were in the...
Well, of course, if you let go, he's also 6 floors up. It would have been the end of his life.
Oh, my God.
At approximately the same time, however, the barrel of bricks hit the ground and the bottom fell out of the barrel, now devoid of the weight of bricks.
This is not happening.
It's true. The barrel only weighed about 25 kilos and he weighed about 70 kilos.
Oh, my God. So the barrel went back up and he came back down.
And he came back down. In the vicinity of the 3rd floor, I met the barrel again. This accounts for the 2 fractured ankles, broken tooth, and several lacerations of my legs and lower body.
Oh, the poor man.
Here, my luck began to change slightly. The encounter with the barrel seemed to slow me enough to lessen my injuries when I fell onto the pile of bricks. And fortunately, only 3 vertebrae were cracked.
Oh, my God.
I am sorry to report, however, as I lay there on the pile of bricks in pain
the barrel came back down.
unable to move, I again lost my composure and presence of mind and let go of the rope to lay there watching the empty barrel begin its journey back down to me.
No, this guy, this is not true.
This explains the 2 broken legs. Hope that this answers your questions. It is an oldie, but an absolute goodie.
Oh, my God, that's so funny.
Obviously,
no one's had a worse day at work.
Might not be worse than that. But I'd love to hear about when you've had a shocker at work so we can all feel a little better. Give us a call, 131060.
Carrie and Tommy.
On 131060, want to hear about the worst day at work.
I mean, I don't think anyone could top that day. And you don't need to top that day. It's very hard to find someone that's going to have broken, I don't know, how many vertebrae.
3 vertebrae, 2 legs.
Something to his head, something to his face.
Yeah, lacerations on lower legs and lower body. The bloke who loaded the bricks into a barrel
And he just played seesaw with the barrel.
Yeah.
Down, up, down, up, down.
6 floors. So good. G'day, Wayne.
G'day, how you going?
Yeah, pretty good. Can you tell us about your worst day at work?
Going back a few years now, I'm a roof plumber by trade.
Yep.
And I had a ladder snap in half of me, and I fell about 6 to 8 metres and compressed and fractured my vertebrae in the back.
Oh, Wayne. How did the ladder snap?
It was a fiberglass ladder, and it was old, and it just happened to go on it, and it was tied off, and as I untied it, the ladder snapped.
Oh, Wayne.
So, Wayne, what's that meant for you?
Funny enough, I kind of recovered. I'm still getting treatment and chiro, massage and all that over the years. I was 30 when it happened. I'm 57 now. But yeah, I've just got to maintain it and stay fit and healthy and try to do that.
That's a shocking day at work.
Isn't it? Wayne, did you get back into the same line of work or did you...
Yes.
Did
Yes,
you?
I did.
Do you?
I still have a roof plumber now. I'm coming home from work now.
Brother, I imagine, I mean, if that was me, every time I'd get on a ladder, I'd be terrified.
Oh, yeah. 100%. I still question it very much. I've had a few falls. There was another day where it was 2013, I actually slipped, cut my leg, cut 4 tendons in the muscle of my shin. And I've lost dorsiflexor in my foot. So
What's that mean?
I can't pick the front of my foot up. So I trip over all the time.
Sounds like that's a good thing to have when you're walking on roofs.
Yeah, well, yeah. And they said, you can't go back to roofing. I said, well, what else are we going to do?
Oh, Wayne.
Wayne, you are a tough bugger.
Oh, my gosh.
I wouldn't say, I think stupid more.
Thank you, Wayne.
What about Amy? Amy, we've heard a couple of shockers there about your worst day at work. What happened with yours?
Probably not as crazy as the last one, I guess.
Yeah.
But I was working at a flower farm during coronavirus times. It was pouring with rain, very muddy, slippery hill, was walking down with not very good work boots, and broke my wrist. I landed on my hand, and like breaking my fall, basically. Broke my wrist and had to have surgery 2 days later. And the year after had to have another surgery to get the plates out and stuff because it was, being all weird with the cold weather. So, pretty horrible.
Ames, I've had plates in I broke and dislocated my arm, and I had plates, the same thing, and a year I had to get them out. Did you get to keep yours? Because I got to keep mine.
No, I didn't. But they said I had 10 screws and a plate, and it's still, I don't think it'll ever be the same. Like, it still feels, pretty horrible sometimes. So.
The cold thing was so weird, wasn't it? People, I think, who don't know, because you've got the metal in
the plates get cold.
Yeah, the change, and they heat, they expand and contract at different
Oh, my
speeds.
God.
Yeah.
Ow.
Yeah.
Oh, I was going to say good on you, Amy, but it's hard to say good on you.
Ask a question to Amy.
Is it weird too when we're comparing? Like, I feel like I'm comparing whether that was a worse day or not than the guy broke his back and the guy was.
It's all fun.
Just wondering, Amy, Sam here, did your colleagues get you like a present or something, like a bouquet
Some
of flowers?
No, but they were amazing, like looking after my dog and offering for help with meals and bringing me macas and stuff. So.
Is that worth it, Sammy?
I was writing in. I wish I'd put it in the chat for one of you guys to ask that one.
No, I thought it was good. Thank you, Ames. Oh, actually, sorry, I've got another question for Amy. Amy,
We've got to get to Cameron, though. Have you seen what Cameron's is? We have to get to Cameron.
I had big scars on both sides of my arm from where I had my plates in, and I got tattoos to cover them up. Have you got cool scars on your wrist?
I do, and I was thinking of getting a tattoo, but I'm not sure if it's going to be too sensitive and you feel yucky. So.
Getting tattoos on scars does crazy. It feels crazy. Like it sends all funny little tingles down your hand. Yeah.
Well, you're very brave.
No, you should do it, Ames. Tattoos are cool. Have you got other tattoos?
Yes, I've just got one on my ankle.
Okay. You know, the irony is, I didn't only just realize.
Just take a number and have a chat off here. It's like you got a lot to say.
Sorry, I got flowers tattooed over my scars.
Oh, actually, that was worth saying.
No, you guys go.
What about Cameron? Cameron, I've said that we've got to get to you. Tell me your story.
I was at work about 6 or 7 weeks ago just doing my normal job, and I stood up and I had twisted my testicle.
How does that happen, Cameron? Because sometimes I think I've done that, but then I'm like, that doesn't happen. But does that happen?
it happens. I was literally just squatting down doing something at work, and I stood back up and was like, "Ooh, that's a bit funky." And about 10 minutes later, I was ready to pass out, and it was straight to hospital. I was in surgery 4 hours later.
What do they do just to get in there and untwist them?
They get in there and untwist them, and then they actually pin them in place. So they stitch them to your sack, and so they can't do it again.
Can I go get a preventative? Like, that sounds...
Why?
Because did you hear he nearly passed out from the pain?
But I don't reckon getting the surgery sounds fun.
But if I don't have to get my nuts in a twist...
Do you want to get your nuts sewn to your testicles?
Well, I'd rather have that than getting them twisted. What was more painful, the twisting or the getting them sewn to your sack?
Both just as bad.
What's the saying? Oh, no, Nick is in a twist.
Yeah,
Not your nuts in a twist.
Yeah, don't get your nuts in a twist.
Carrie and Tommy.
Your Monday Arvo, Carrie Bickmore and Tommy Little. And accelerated NBN wholesale speeds are coming to eligible customers from mid-September. You can check your address at nbn.com.au to see if accelerated speeds will be available to you.
Hey, I just want to say a massive thank you to everybody who bought a beanie as part of our beanie campaign this year as we come to a close. Thanks to everyone that entered our competition, to Vanessa, who's off to Fiji with her family.
Good.
Lucky woman. But I also wanted to thank some of the businesses that have come on board. Saint, which you've seen me wear a bit of, which is...
A bit.
which is a really cool brand. If you look at them, Saint with a double S.
It is. You look like a breakdancer half the time
official.
these days.
They got awesome trackies and stuff. To Spotlight, who we've done heaps of work with on this show over the years. To Gartland Real Estate in Geelong. Some of the businesses that have come on board and bought in bulk our beanies and supported our foundation, and we couldn't do it without the support of small and big business. So thanks, guys, very, very much.
Yes, and up next, because you've done it again.
What?
You're making headlines again, and we need to talk about it. That's next.
Carrie and Tommy.
Your Monday Arvo, it's Carrie Bickmore and Tommy Little.
Because I was very happy to scroll on Instagram, where I get all of my news, of course. And what a wonderful headline that you've posted. It just says brain cancer breakthrough, and then in quotation marks, biggest in 20 years.
It, honestly, as I said in the post, is probably the headline I've read that has made me the most proudest in my entire career, because obviously you see how hard our foundation and the Brain Cancer Centre and the researchers and all the people involved in trying to find a cure for brain cancer work, but there hasn't been a change in survival rates for 30 years, right? And so it's very hard to keep putting one foot in front of the other without hope, right? And we've really, over the last few years, been told by people in the brain cancer community who are working this space, there's finally hope. There's attention on it. There's funding starting to come through. There's worldwide collaboration. But seeing actually a breakthrough like we've seen is actual, genuine hope and a genuine chance that we are going to be finding some more effective treatments for brain cancer, which just at the moment it's very minimal. It's radiation, it's surgical removal is one of the ways to deal with tumours. Chemo in a very limited amount works, and there's some other treatments depending on the tumours, but it's very, very hard to find effective treatments. Now, what this does, so we've got a clinical trial platform that we've set up at the Brain Cancer Centre. It's called BPOP, and the Victorian State Government helped fund this as well, along with many institutions around the country. And I should say the success of this is an absolute collaborative effort. And the number one philosophy of our entire Brain Cancer Centre is collaboration, because the best and brightest in this country are all working in different hospitals, different institutions, they're not just in one place. And everyone's been working on trying to find what works, what doesn't for decades. That's led to this current situation we're in. And the clinical trial has worked out a way that they've had an effective use of a treatment that will mean perhaps that more and more tumours can be targeted with a personalised treatment. So at the moment, everyone just gets a blanket approach most of the time. This will mean brain tumour patients can have personalised treatment down the track. That's what it's showing so far, which would be revolutionary. And to put it in perspective, one of the researchers was saying, because it was published in the Nature's Medicine, which is one of the world's, I think it is the world's most prestigious medical journal, right? It's called Nature's Medicine. And Nature Medicine, sorry, not Nature's, Nature Medicine. And they were saying to be in nature medicine, right, it'd be like getting a number one song, if you want to put it in a different, like a number one global song. But to be number one, people have got to peer review it. It's got to sound good. It's got to be good. It's got to be judged by a lot of people within an industry. And they were saying in this case, you can't get published unless every single person has looked at it and said, this is accurate, reliable data that is peer-reviewed, and to be on the front page of that, for them, is like having a number one song. It's like winning a Grammy. It's just such a huge, huge deal for them. And for us, it just means I can say to all those people that have bought a beanie over the years who've donated, if you ever think when you donate, like, I wonder where the money goes. It goes to the Brain Cancer Centre. And I wonder what happens when it goes there. It leads to discoveries that are among the biggest in 20 years. That's what happens. And to be able to say that is just honestly life-changing. Like it's just for all the people out there that currently are battling brain cancer or have lost someone to brain cancer and have just feel so disheartened by it, you know, just have hope. Have hope that in the future the outcomes will be different for people who have brain cancer.
How great. But obviously there is more work to do. I noticed just a cheeky mention at the bottom of your post in the caption saying you've still got a long way to go. So if anyone knows someone with a cool 50 million to spare, send them my way. And then in brackets, completely serious.
No, I am completely serious.
13,1060 if you've got 50 mil.
The actual reality, if we want to be frank, is $1 million is not going to find us a cure. $2 million is not going to find us a cure. $20 million is probably not going to find us a cure. We need sustained funding over a long, long period of time. And think about these clinical trials, and we're about to open more. We plan to have several more running in the next 18 months. But these trials and these platforms need to be long-term, and we need sustained funding. You're not going to just trial it for a couple of months and go, okay, did that work, didn't work, on you go. You need to be able to follow people and follow their journey and then tweak things and try different things. And that can only happen with sustained funding. And so every single year we're trying to work out how we fund for the next year, how we fund for the year after. And the time spent on working out how to fund could be better spent working out on finding the cure. And if we can just get a lump sum, lot of money, and I joke if you know anyone, but if you even know businesses that know people that are run by squillionaires who a lot of them have family trusts or, you know, access to money that means nothing to them but would mean everything to us, please let us know. In the meantime, though, thank you, and to the incredible researchers who have done this discovery. You're amazing. And to the patients who will hopefully benefit from this, you're amazing too.
Carrie and Tommy. Carrie and Tommy.
Driving you home this afternoon, it's Carrie Bickmore and Tommy Little.
Now, Bickers, I am known for bringing you news stories from like 12 years ago on this show that I just stumble across, and they're very interesting.
It's all right. Most of my quotes that I live by I stumbled across on Instagram, and they're old, so it's fine.
Guess what? I'm switching things up. This is live news.
Oh.
It is happening at the moment.
Where?
I'm going to start with, I'll start with what it is, and then it'll progressively get a bit worse.
Can you tell us where it's happening?
I will, but
Okay.
that's not what I'm going to
Wait.
start with.
Okay.
So there is a group of 10 people that are currently missing. So we hope that they are found, and you can follow along this news story as it plays out. Now, you asked where. Great question. It is on an island, a remote island, that is its ownership remains a point of dispute between Russia and Japan.
This is not Survivor.
Nope.
The latest.
This is not Survivor. This is not the Kremlin edition.
Australia versus...
Really getting interesting types in their new seasons.
Yes. Well, I guess it is a form of Survivor. There's just no cameras.
Oh, no. Is this a sad... I can't work out... Is this
we
like, are they
fun?
actually genuinely missing?
Yes, but it's live as it's happening, so it might end up being a happy story.
Okay.
But it might...
But it also might not.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. This is what happens with live news, because sorry to, bring it to you for the first time.
Are these people known to each other?
Yes. There is 9, they're all Russians, and there is 9 women who are all known to each other, and their escort, who happens to be male.
Okay.
I'm not inferring anything by that. That's just literally the genders of the people involved. The remote island, it gets worse, is said to have patchy communication services. Would you like to know more?
Mm-hmm.
The missing tourists, and I think they tried to list them in kind of order of importance here. One of them is a surgeon, 32 years old. Another one, also has doctor in front of her name, but she's a beauty therapist. Then Regina, 33 years old. She's a university fellow, which is fun to
That's
say.
okay. My mum's a doctor and she's not a medical doctor.
Yeah, but
She's
it's
a
not the person you
PhD.
want with you on a Survivor kind of.
I
when
don't
you
know,
start.
because
My
at
mum
this
would be
point,
awesome on a Survivor thing.
But also at this point, there are probably going to be cameras when they turn up. So someone to touch you up before the
But that
cameras
might not be
arrive.
what she's got her PhD in, beauty therapy.
Oh, she's just a beauty therapist as well
yeah,
to
she
pay
might
off
have
her doctorate.
Yeah, you're just making assumptions about her.
Yes, I am. I
Mm.
have no more information. It's the best I can do.
Mhm.
And then there is Paulina, who is 29, a housing manager.
Okay.
So, would you like to know more about the island that they're on?
I just want to know why are they there? Were they on a tour? Are they on a
They're
holiday?
hiking.
Hiking?
Yes. The island is home to an active volcano that last erupted in 1951. It's also experienced some hydrothermal explosions. And they were doing an 11-day trek to the summit. Yes, the summit of the Baranski volcano, which remains.
Don't you
an
want to do
active
some
trek.
trek to some volcano?
I do. I'm hopefully going in a few weeks, which is why I thought this story was even more
Oh my gosh.
pertinent.
So when was what's happened? Has there been any bubbling happening from the volcano?
It doesn't go into detail about that, but they were due to get back. So they're almost on the same time zone as us. So these aren't far off. The Russian hikers stopped communicating on Saturday night. And then they were due to get back for a bus that was scheduled Saturday, or again in the night time after their climb. They did not make that. By midnight Sunday, they still had not been located. And of course, officials are actually furious about this because the guide did not inform the appropriate authorities about the trip. I still haven't got to the worst bit. Would you like to know?
I can't. Your
Would you
tone,
like to know?
I'm confused
No
about
jokes.
your
There's
tone.
no jokes.
I know, and okay, this is
I
horrible.
read it.
Yeah.
I read it and I was like, it sounds like, I'll give you the headline because it sounds like something out of a cartoon.
Okay.
Of like you go, oh no, oh no, oh no. But
Yeah.
again, we're hoping all the best for them. Fears for tourist group of 9 women and 1 man lost on volcano on bear-infested island. Ooh.
You saved that bit for the end.
I know. I told you it was getting worse. There's an estimated 600 wild bears that roam
Oh, my
Interrupt
God.
Island.
What kind of bears are we talking?
It's a great question. I believe they are bears.
Because what's the thing?
If it's
Island
brown,
bears.
If it's
lay
brown,
down.
lay down. If it's black,
fight
turn back. No, fight back or turn back. Very
back.
different. Fight back.
And then if it's white, good night.
If it's white, good night.
Yeah.
That's polar bears.
Is that true?
And
You're
what
out of
sort of-
luck with a polar bear.
And what sort of bears?
polar
Where are they? Russia. What sort of bears are
No,
they? I think they're
on
black.
an island in between that's disputed between Russia and Japan.
You think they're brown?
And it's notorious
They're
for
brown
its thick
bears.
fog, which has made rescue efforts
Oh,
challenging.
this is well, all the best to all of them.
Stay tuned.
Carrie and Tommy.
Did you know that Dua Lipa comes from a family of singers?
No.
I didn't know her dad could sing. I saw a video online. They were at some Sunny Hill festival. I think it was in Kosovo or something. And her dad got up on stage with her, and his name's Dukajin or something. Lipa, is that how you say? And they performed an Albanian song that was a bit of a nod to her culture. This is a little bit of it.
How do they remember all the words?
I know.
I was expecting to hear another language. Yes.
Well, he does go on to sing a little bit more, but does it come back in now? It's another language. But sorry, we're missing the whole point. Have you seen her dad?
Oh, is that your
It's where
thing?
she
Because
it's where she gets her looks from.
You've
I
gotta
mean, he's
go
older.
older.
He's older, but he's
wearing-
Look at him.
he's wearing
Look
le-
at her dad. Look at that picture of her and her dad.
He's wearing leather pants.
How?
That the
He
pants
actually
are-
doesn't look old enough to be her dad.
I know. It's
Nah,
insane.
he looks older on stage there.
Yeah, he's been photoshopped in that bit. Yeah,
Is he
on
wearing
stage,
leather pants?
he's wearing baggy leather pants.
Yeah.
We'll ignore that bit. I'm not into that bit.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I just didn't know that her dad sang. I didn't know he was a hottie, and she
Yeah.
should bring him on tour more often. See, because we go to her concerts, right, and all the kids love Dua Lipa. Give her something for the mums, you know?
That's not bad because wheel him out for the mums.
Wheel him out for the mums. Should we get a bit of
They
Dua
look
Lipa on
like
now?
they could be dating
I know,
there.
don't they?
Yes.
Carrie and Tommy.
I really want to go to a festival and I'm trying to work out which one's for me.
Carrie, we've worked out on this show you don't like festivals, you like concerts.
No, but I want to try a festival. I really liked Blues and Roots. No. Which one did I
You
go
just
to
said
in
the second
Byron?
one.
Blues Fest?
Blues Fest. No, was it? Anyway, I didn't stay there.
Oh, you went to Splendor.
Splendor. I didn't
Yeah,
stay
it's not a
there.
festival.
I didn't stay there.
Carrie, you don't like the camping. You don't like.
I think I'm going to try
dirty
it.
toilets.
I got to work out if I want to do. Okay, so either Glastonbury, Coachella, or at the moment, the one that's on that I think could be my first one is Burning Man.
Do you want to be surrounded by rich people?
Are they rich people? My friend went to Burning Man. She's not rich.
Burning Man is all rich people.
Nah, is it?
Why?
Actually, you did tell me.
they don't
Eli
have
told
money.
me Bezos
they all
went
go
and
up
stuff.
with tricked up Winnebagos now. I think it used to be like a cool
Nah,
thing
it
to do.
can't be because there's 80 to 90,000 people there. They can't all be rich.
Okay.
Because apparently it's a real
People go and design their outfits now, and they go just to get snaps.
I thought that was Coachella.
Yeah, isn't that Coachella?
Yeah, sorry, it's that as well. Yeah,
Ah.
yeah.
Because I've been looking into Burning Man because my friend went a few years ago and I saw her in LA just as she finished up on Burning Man and she looked like a different person. It was a hectic 4 days. And so I'd have to go in prepared. But do you know much about it?
I've had friends who have gone. I know a little bit.
So it's set like the whole thing is out in the desert. It was originally on the beach in San Francisco and it got so big they had to move it to the desert. And it's huge. It's got like kilometres.
Yeah.
And you ride around in bikes and it's just dusty. And it's in the shape of a clock, like it's all around like a circle. And so you can tell people you're meeting at different clock times and
That's
like
cool.
as in so that you know where to ride to. And then there's all these special tents, like almost at each like on the hour kind of thing around the clock. And they've got like tents where you can go and I'll read you some of the options of things we can all get up to. There's daily sound healing, fun. There's ride a dinosaur naked, of course.
That is the main way.
You can thumb wrestle in the Thunderdome. You can backwards sumo wrestling. They're more of the fun sort of PG things.
What's backwards sumo wrestling?
No idea. It's called the butt battle.
Oh, backwards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then there's a lot of
Should be
naughty
called
because it's
Omas.
I think it gets quite saucy. So in the middle of it.
That's when I want to get down, when I'm hot and dusty and haven't had a shower.
Yes.
in
So
3
apparently
days.
people do get it on a lot. My friend got on a lot when she went there. And she wants me. No, she got it on a lot. But in the middle of the Burning Man is a huge. Is it, you call it an Ephesus? Is that
An
the word?
effigy. It's the man that burns.
It's the man that burns all the way to the very end of the event. And that's what the end of the 4 day or 5 day or however long experience it is. This man burns to the ground. But every night you come together at this Burning Man and you have like a rave. There's DJs. I don't know if they call it a rave, but I'd be saying I'll meet you at the rave
I mean,
later.
I think the whole thing is a rave, isn't it?
Is it? Because there's different tents you can go into that have music in it. There's a tent, like there's a claw machine you can go into that's packed with adult toys. You can go into a naughtier one that's the art of sensual spanking. There's the workshops on how to
And
host
that's a claw
orgies.
machine or that's just a tent?
A
There's
workshop on how to
host orgies.
How to host
Not
them.
participate in, host.
Because that's what I've always wanted, a hosting gig. I mean, that's why I got into entertainment all
Welcome,
those
everybody.
years ago.
Welcome.
Yes.
But apparently it's fun and you can either go in the tent or you can get an RV where you can have a shower because it's 4 days in the dirt, so you get really dirty. But you can't, there's no money involved there. So everything's an
Gifting.
exchange of gifting. So like you might make a whole lot of margaritas and then you gift them to the cabin or the RVs next to you, or you might be making a coffee and you gift them. And people do trade, but you're not meant to. You're meant to just gift from the bottom of your heart kind of thing. You
What are
don't
you gonna
pay for
take?
anything.
Oh, yeah. What's going to be your thing
What's
that you're
your
gifting?
specialty?
Yeah, what am I making? What am I taking? Maybe like I could make beads, like little tay-tay beads
Yeah,
around
no
my
one would have
wrist.
thought of that.
And I could just give them out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, pina colada, mate. I'd have to take cans of like coconut milk. You got to take things that are small.
What about signed autograph of your famous
Oh,
face?
That's good. What about
course.
selfies?
Beanies.
Beanies.
Would it get cold at night?
Yeah.
It's a desert, yeah.
Oh, Beanies for Burning Man.
Oh.
There's our
I
new
mean,
campaign.
Really though.
Follow Carrie Bickmore and Tommy Little on socials at Carrie Tommy Show.
Bye.
Bye.
Carrie and Tommy are all wrapped up. But if you're just starting your property journey, Aussie has everything you need to find, buy and own your first home. Get started at aussie.com.au.